Hey, it's Coach of Tactical Hyve, and today I want to talk to you about leveling up, maybe a level 2 on your everyday carry. Now this is for an elevated threat level. And remember guys, if you're going to be carrying a firearm as part of your everyday carry, you want to carry insurance as well. We use CCW Safe because they're what breaks them apart from all the other event insurance folks is post-event, they will send an expert out to walk you through it. They've done this before, you haven't. And even if it's the cleanest shoot you can think of, either that perpetrator or someone in his family is going to be coming after your wallet. All right, so it just makes sense. You know, CCW Safe, good American company. Check them out in the link below. It may be the best decision you make. My normal everyday carry is a certain level, okay? Now, elevated threat, what's that gonna be? I don't know. You know, you're gonna have to play that scenario out in your head where you're gonna need this. Now, if I'm guarding somebody or if, you know, my family wants to go downtown, you know, for something, I wanna be up armored a little bit just in case. Okay, so I'm gonna have my regular stuff, my thin optics. Always have those things. There's no excuse not to. You're always going to have your phone, and make sure your phone's charged. A lot of times, you know, depending if you're going to be out a little bit longer, you might need an external charger, a little battery bank. Those things are money, man. They'll keep this thing running because this is what, face it, it's your lifeline, right? It's what's going to, you know, bring the cavalry. Of course, never leave home without a knife. There might be cake, you know? Knives are always good to have. And you want to reserve one for special meat cutting tasks. And then having a multi-tool, because one thing a knife can't do is it can't pinch, okay? If you need pliers, that'll get you there. And then this has like a little screwdriver on here, but it works pretty good as a pry bar and, you know, open bottles and stuff that you don't want to do with your nice knife. You don't want to dull that one up. I'm a big fan of having a flashlight on me at all times, okay? Things are dark. There's shadows, you know? My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. So having a separate light, even if you have one on your firearm, you still want to have one that you can use without bringing the firearm into the equation. Now, one of the things that I step up, because all this stuff, that's what I normally have. But chances are I'm gonna have some either pants with cargo pockets or, you know, some way of carrying a couple extra things. Now, if someone gets hit, the tourniquet is a really good thing to have, okay? You take a hit on an extremity, this may be the difference between living and dying, all right? So if you're gonna have that gun, you wanna be able to you know, stem the bleed, okay? So just having something like this and then knowing how to use it, all right? It's not that hard. And in 5 minutes, you can figure out exactly what you got to do. But, you know, buy a couple of these and just practice a couple times in applying it to the arm and the leg. Okay. Now, when we're opping, most guys are wearing body armor. So normally you're not too concerned with hits to the body because there's armor there, right? But in this situation where, you know, nobody's wearing armor, normally walking around, you might take a hit in the torso. Always a good idea to have this little highly compressed, just gauze. You shove that in there, shove it in the hole, direct pressure, and that'll extend that golden hour a little bit until you get EMS to arrive. Having a pen, good old, this one's a little stainless steel, but it's still just Sharpie. When you're having a tourniquet, you should probably have one of these. It's a good idea to have a pen anyway. You might leave people notes, but when you put a tourniquet on somebody, you want to put a T on their forehead and the time that you put it on, just so if you're not around when EMS you know, takes this person off, they at least know how long that tourniquet has been applied. All right, and you know, a pen, just another good thing to have. Now, for my protection. This is probably the biggest concealed carry gun that I own. And it's my SIG 320 X Carry. You guys have seen this in other videos. It's the right size for me, okay? I can conceal this, maybe different for you, but normally I go with something smaller. I'm going with, I don't know, maybe something like this just in my pocket. That's my everyday, just whatever, okay? But if that one's not there, or I want to up that to level 2, this one's coming out and I'm gonna dress to it, okay? It's gonna be right in here at 3 o'clock and I'm gonna have a garment over the top. And something like this, you really have to choose the clothes that are gonna match your level of protection. Okay, I use this one's a Works holster. It's got nice thin kydex inside the waistband, and it works with the, this particular one is set up to use with the O-Light. I know some of you guys don't like O-Light out there, but honestly, this thing just keeps on running. So, it's working for me so far. But this whole package drops in pretty easy. It's not that big, got a light, and I can drop that right in here. Tucks right in my fat, no problems. So, at level 2, you want to have at least 2 magazines, all right? The one that's in the gun, and one on your person. And to stay fairly low profile, I use a Neo Mag. These things are awesome. It clips right into your back pocket, and it's low profile. It's what you need. It's what I need. Now the last thing I want to talk about is your ammo selection. You want something that's going to stop the threat. And, in the military, the one time that we were authorized hollow point ammunition is during, that close personal defense. Okay, so if I'm running bodyguard, we were authorized hollow point ammo. You want it to dump all its energy in your target and not over penetrate. So there's a bunch of different ammo out there. I'm not going to tell you even what this is. Look it up yourself. Find something. There's a lot of good stuff out there. My suggestion is find out what your local cops are using and use that, because that's going to cut down a lot of the post-incident shenanigans that the perps family might pull on you. Because if you're using stuff the FBI uses or local cops, that's the end of that discussion. Anyway, so this is pretty much just that level up. Level 2, your elevated threat level, and you want to have that little bit of extra protection and a way to deal with wounds as they might occur. If you see something here you like, it's yours, right? But if I've missed something, if there's a glaring hole in what I'm carrying, because I don't know everything, this is what I carry. Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe while you're there.